On to shedding. Basically, shedding, when your hair sheds, it's supposed to be just strands of your hair that are the same length as your hair that you lose daily. I believe daily we lose about 50 to 100 strands of hair. So for your hair to shed is not abnormal, but if your hair sheds more than you would like it to, now that is abnormal. Now, if you're every time you're combing your hair and you're getting shed hair, that's not good. Most of the time, when you comb your hair after having, say for instance, if I wear my hair like this for a week and then I go and do my wash, and then I comb my hair out and I see shed hair, and that's normal because I have not been manipulating my hair besides when I twist it, and I normally don't comb it. When I twist it, I just use my fingers, and so there's no way of those loose strands to come out. So of course I know that I will have a lot of shed hair when I wash my hair. However, if I'm wearing my hair straight and every time I comb it I'm losing hair, then that's not good. So shed hair, basically if you ever lose hair, you want to see, the only way that you know that it is a good shed hair is if it has a white bulb at the top. And I don't have any hair to show you, so as you see I'm trying to see if I have any loose shed hair. I do. Okay, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. Can you see that? You see that? I don't think you guys can see that. But anyway, the shed, I do have a shed hair and it has a bulb on it. The white bulb is actually a good indication and lets you know that that is a shed hair and not breakage. Breakage is when you'll see hair that is shorter than your hair coming out of your head, and it doesn't have a white bulb in it, meaning that it did not detach from your scalp. A shed hair detaches from your scalp. It is the same length as your hair, and it will have a white bulb on it. If you do not see that white bulb, that's a good indication that that is breakage. You might want to check both ends. If you don't see it on one end, look for the other. It's when you see shed hair, that's a good way to check and see if you have split ends, because the hair is right in front of you opposing to having to do like this. And so there are various reasons why people have shedding hair. Now somebody might say, well, you know, my hair does shed every time I comb it out, or every time I wash it I have a lot of shed hair. Every time I comb my hair is shedding. There are a few reasons why people have excess shedding. A lot of times it can be because of stress. If you're really stressed out about something, if you're worried about something, something is bothering you, that's one of the ways that your body responds. Your hair will begin to shed. Not taking in enough water, not taking in enough protein, not taking in enough fruits and vegetables. These are some of the reasons why a lot of people hair shed. Your diet is very important for your hair growth and your nail growth, and you know, you want to take care of your body, period. But that's one of the reasons too. Trauma, if you've had a surgery or you've recently gotten really ill, sometimes people hair sheds. It's just something that you can't control. Our body does, you know, a lot of different things, and it responds differently to a lot. You know, our body responds to things. So if you stressed, or if you know, if you recently had something traumatic happen to you, I mean, you know, shed hair might be a result of it. Cut off blood flow. Cut off blood flow. A lot of times people wear their hair extremely too tight. Extremely too tight. And of course this is cutting off your blood flow. And as a result, it will cause your hair to shed. So you might want to loosen up those puffs. Loosen up that bun. We definitely don't want that. Birth control pills, blood pressure medicine, steroids, they all affect blood flow and like hormone levels. So that's something to take into consideration. If you're taking any kind of medications, that might be a reason why your hair is shedding. And again, that's just your body's response to it. Some people, they take the same medications and their hair doesn't shed, but others it does. So These are just a few reasons why I've known people's hair to shed, and just in my research that I've come across. And also your environment. If you're a person that travels a lot, you might notice a difference in your hair, and that's just from being at different, being at different heights. In airplanes. That can take effect to your hair. Sleeping on different pillowcases in different hotels, that can take an effect on your hair. Also, just to make a point, excuse me for segueing, I'm trying to get right back, but if you do not wrap your hair at night with a silk or a satin scarf, you should definitely look into getting a silk or satin pillowcase. That will kind of suffice for your head tie. If you're not the type of person that likes to sleep with a head tie on, I know sometimes, depending on how your hair is, it won't even stay on. I know a lot of times when I get a blowout, it's hard for me to keep my head wrap on. But you might want to consider getting a silk or a satin head wrap. A silk or a satin pillowcase. I do know that they sell them at Sally's. And I don't think that I've ever been in a hair store that didn't sell them. So check that out. Also, just a couple of ways to avoid breakage or excessive shedding. You want to use your vitamins. I use biotin. Biotin is great. They work wonders. Not only does it make your hair grow, but your nails grow. It clears up your skin. It has a lot of different rewarding aspects to it. So check those out. You can get them at like your local Walmart. And I think a big bottle of them are like $7, so it's not expensive. And they do have the different tablets where you can get the really big tablet. It's about that big, and you can just take that once a day. Or they have the smaller ones where you have to take those 5 times a day, and that's kind of hard to keep up with for me. Some people may be able to, but I'd rather just take it one time and get it over with. Okay, take your vitamins. You want to take your vitamins. Wash your hair weekly. If you can't do it every week, at least do it every 2 weeks. You want to keep your hair and your scalp clear and cleansed. You don't want to get a buildup of product on your hair, because if you have a buildup of product on your hair, your styles are not going to come out the way you want them to, because you're going to have clumps of product in your hair. You're going to have residue and leftover things from previous styles, and it's nasty. So you want to have a clear scalp. Use your vitamins. Do conditions. Do your protein treatments. Be careful with the heat. Be careful with your styling products. If you have a comb that's broken, like with my comb, if my bristle was missing out of it, I would not use it. This is one of the combs I use. If it was missing one of the teeth, I would throw it away. And some people might think that you don't have to, but yeah, it's broken at that point, and it's not going to do anything but snag your hair. So you just got to kind of be a little bit, you got to be on it with your hair products, your hair tools, everything that's going on your hair. If you really want your hair to grow, if you want to have long, luxurious, voluptuous hair, you really got to take your time with it, and you really got to be on your P's and Q's about it. So, watch out for those blow dryers. Watch out for those combs. Your thermal hair tools. Watch out for those. If you color your hair, make sure that you condition and properly moisturize. Use that heat protectant if you're going to do any type of heated styles. If you're permed or relaxed, definitely want to keep your hair moisturized, and be careful with those hot, styling tools, those thermal styling tools. And again, shedding hair will always have a bulb at the end of it. If it doesn't, that is considered breakage. Again, you lose about 50 to 100 strands of hair a day. So don't get discouraged if you see just a little bit of shed hair. That's to be expected. So I believe that about wraps it up. I want to thank everybody so much for viewing my video. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that yellow button and subscribe. I will try to go ahead and start uploading videos more frequently, meaning probably every Sunday I'll have one up. And if I get slack, you guys get on me. So again, follow me on Twitter. It's Miss Faith. And you can also email me at itsmissfaith@yahoo.com. So I guess that's enough for this video, and I will see you guys soon.